Hey guys, Dantixy bringing you a guide on the Queen of Hell herself, Hela. She's a low health duelist or DPS type hero that wants to find vantage points in order to aim for those extremely damaging headshots. Her projectiles are fast and deal the highest left click damage in the game, but she functions like McCree, needing a high degree of precision. Think of her as a sniper with throwing swords, as strange as that sounds. Her ultimate also has the potential to deal a hell of a lot of damage as well if you catch desperate groups of enemies out. She's particularly good at sniping off heroes like Scarlet Witch or Iron Man who are trying to get off their ultimates. If anyone gets too close to her, however, she'll be in trouble, as her escape mechanism projects where she is going, doesn't travel very far, and has a high cooldown. So first, I'll give an overview of Hela's skills, then I'll run through them in practice mode, then I'll show an example match to see if this hero is for you. So this is Hela, the duelist or DPS with 250 HP and a 3-star difficulty rating, though I think perhaps she might be a little bit more. The main reason is that her Night Sword Thorns do a hell of a lot of damage, but are very, very finicky. You need to be quite accurate with them in order to get the full potential out of them. Also, you need to get the last hits on people in order to activate her passive, Nastrum Crowstorm. That's that explosion AoE there after you kill something. And with Queen of Hell, in order to resurrect Loki or give him extra HP, you need to get the last hit on targets around Loki. The ultimate ability, Goddess of Death, doesn't make you immune, but it does give you quite a bit of resistance, 800 extra HP, and you fly into the air, able to launch these crows that have a large AoE effect and do a lot of damage. With left shift, you're able to reposition by transforming into a crow and then transforming back into Hela. With E, you're able to stun targets briefly and suck those around it towards that enemy that you just hit. The right click sends out multiple swords. They latch into a target and then explode after a short period, doing damage in a decent sized AoE around her. Now I'll show all of these abilities off in practice mode so you get an idea of how they all function together and why she's actually quite difficult unless you have very good aim or a good ping, which I definitely don't have, being in alpha in Australia and having no dedicated Australian servers. Now here we are in practice mode. Her primary way of dealing damage is her left click. You have 8 ammo and then you need to reload. The reload seems a lot longer than it actually is just because it's so important for Hela to get headshots. So you'll be lining them up and you'll have a perfect opportunity and you'll have to reload and they'll just go out of your range. You'll notice that her attack is very accurate. So you need to get really close, really close to the head in order to get it. If you're off certain angles, you'll just completely miss. See, that would be a hit for most other heroes. So body shots deal about 75 damage and headshots deal about 175 damage, maybe a bit more depending on who you're up against. These Doom bots have 250 HP, so just 2 hits on the head is enough to take them out. So she does a hell of a lot of damage, but you need to be incredibly accurate. You can see just to get those headshots is going to be extremely difficult with Hela. So when she kills a target, you'll notice this crow spawns, and then after 2 seconds it explodes, dealing damage around it. The radius is probably only about this big, so they need to be fairly close in order to take that extra damage. She also has the ability to glide or to float with spacebar like many other heroes, and she can launch off her abilities while she's doing so, like so. She also has an ability to get to high ground, which you absolutely need as her, with your left shift. The crow can be cancelled at any time during its flight, and you'll be able to get to a position where you can line those headshots up a little better, because even slightly off, like I mentioned, you're gonna miss. So you need to be very accurate or have a very good ping, which I definitely don't have, since, like I mentioned, there's no Australian servers right now. Now she's especially good at taking out Wanda when she's charging her ultimate. You'll get notified because she'll go chaos And as soon as she does that and the screen has the exclamation mark, she can't move very fast, so you can just line her up and snipe her out of the sky. You're especially good at doing that. You're good at taking out Iron Man too, just because he doesn't move super fast, even though he is in the air, and your projectiles travel very fast. So you are a good tank killer as well, because you do put out a lot of damage, and they can't move very quick to escape your daggers or your swords or whatever you want to call them. Now she also has a stun on E, which will pull everyone around the person stunned in, and it has a fairly long cooldown, so I find myself using it to open up a fight, like so, and then trying to get those headshots, and that will be a way to keep them still briefly, just so I can actually hit them in the head. The next ability is her right click. It sends out daggers. It is a lot easier to aim, and after a little period of time, a few seconds, it will explode, dealing damage in an AoE around the target that was hit, like so. Boom, 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 boom. It doesn't do as much damage as a headshot, but it's a lot easier to land. Now her ultimate ability sends her into the sky. It's a good way to escape getting killed. It gives her 800 extra bonus HP while she's up there, and she can throw down these crows. You'll notice that they have a bit of a travel time, so it's harder to hit enemies that are moving. But if they're all grouped up, like you'll see in the example game that I show, it's very easy to take multiples out. So it's a way of not having to be super accurate like you do normally with your day-to-day, so to speak, of playing as Hela. If you're in a game with Loki and you kill a target after he's just been killed, you'll resurrect him. If he's not dead and you kill a target, you'll give him bonus HP. So having Loki in the game with you means that you'll provide a little bit extra protection to Loki, and you don't actually need to support. You'll just be doing what you're normally doing, trying to get kills. So that is Hela. You want to stay back, you want to get into good positions more than a lot of heroes, and you want to be able to line up those headshots as a priority, because getting those body shots really isn't doing much for you. You want to be able to get those headshots, even if it is at full distance away. If you're ever in trouble, you want to run rather than take on a fight, because up close you just really don't have many tools except your right click, and that's not a guaranteed to land, and your E, which only briefly stuns them. If a melee character comes at you, like Spider-Man or Magic, you're in a lot of trouble. Get away from that fight, or use your ultimate to basically dodge them. But I'd recommend trying to just get a lot of kills with your ultimate more than doing that. Maybe sometimes you just have to accept the L and lose that fight to win the war. So now is about time we get into an actual game, so you can see if you like Hela, if she's the kind of hero for you. Now this is a short time into the game, and you'll notice that I'm on the ground floor, and that's mainly because there is a magic in this game, and every time I get up to that high ground and have no support really looking out for me, she'll jump in and try to kill me. So I'm trying to just stay close to the team and try to help just by providing some DPS to anything that comes close. So you'll see here I get back up onto the high ground again, and you'll notice very quickly that magic will come in and try to take me out. So please enjoy the match, let me know what you think below. For everything RPG and Marvel Rivals, you're in the right place. Ciao friends.
Taste of hell. Help is here.
I'll patch you up. Don't mind me.
Who will help? The horrors I'll make for them in hell. My anger is healthy. Get that vehicle moving again. I want your soul.
You get away of it. You get away of it. You get away. You're welcome. We must shall save the world.
Well, Midgard has a worthy sorcerer after all. Healing. Why would I need
Almost there! Don't turn back now!
Seriously? thing.
Behold! Third Hell unleashed!
That fucking hurt!
I am ready to put on a show!
Hell down on their heads.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
I want your soul.
I have tagged the foe. Punch them.
We must cut off Loki's chin up.
Now's the time to hit him. I'll patch you up.
Who is more immortal than I?
This is natural anger.
I unleash the Vishanti's power. We are Groot.
Here's this life.
We are undefeatable! Friends, gather around!
Hey, Dee! Enjoy the amplifier!
Perhaps I should be grateful.
Come, my minions.
You're welcome.
Pick up behind you. You're halfway there. Keep going!
Aim for the big trick.
Friends.
Someone stretch my back.
Here's this life.
Our enemies are here.
You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web!
Here's this life. Here's this life. A brief taste of hell.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
I specialize in grievance.
Hey, Dee! Enjoy the amplifier. I'll patch you up.
Healing. Why would I need healing? Find that soul. Hell unleashed!
Help! The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Got your back.
I made fun of her, but she was a good friend.
I am ready to put on a show!
I want your
I'll
soul.
patch you up. Relay deployed. Any more weapons back?
Resistance is futile.
That fucking hurt.
Friends, gather around!
Healing. Why would I need healing?
Make a pretty good team.
I want your soul.
I unleash the Vishanti's power. It's all grown.
Another soul to join. I want your soul.
Your powers are mine! Hey, don't mess with the amazing
Anything standing your way.
Here's this life.
Let us save the great tree.
Boy, are they ugly.
I want your soul.
You're welcome.
So close. This is your big chance.
I may return from my own realm.
You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web! Watch out, they're headed our way! Now
Hey, Dee! Team player, that's me.
Here's this life. Resistance is futile. Hell unleashed! Face my clothes.
Double KO!
Ryan Banner sends his regards.
Another